being this size, my whole life I've used humor. It's kind of a defense mechanism. When I was a little kid, I had a group of people that made fun of me all the time. They would say, "Fatty, fatty, 2x4." You've heard all that. I wore red one time. They said, "Hey, Kool-Aid," they made fun of me. And so I started using humor as a defense and disarming them. And I'd make fun of myself before they could make fun of me. And finally, my Sunday school teachers laid off of me. It was tough being this big as a kid, but I gotta tell you, it didn't get much easier when I got older. The world is not made for people my size. I was standing on the street corner the other day, by myself. The police drove by and told me to break it up. I moved my cell phone from this pocket to that pocket. I got charged a roaming fee. I hate going to the airport. You go through the airport, and I'm always behind that skinny, fit guy. And he's right in front of me, and the agent looks at us and says, "Fellas, I need you to take your belts off." The guy in front of me goes, I go, and I hate flying on the plane. I go to the bathroom, I close the door, I'm touching on 3 sides. I had a gig in California on the West Coast. I'm flying in a little bitty plane to the West Coast. I dropped something, I've been over to pick it up. The stewardess comes back and said, "Please don't do that again, sir. You just aimed the plane towards Des Moines." It's tough. I finally got out to California. I thought, I'm going to relax a little bit before the gig. I'm going to go lay out on the beach. I'm laying out on the beach. I wake up. There's some activists trying to roll me back in. Keep the skin moist. But finally, I just swam off, and they stayed on the beach and sang John Lennon songs. I really did. I worked hard, and I lost 85 pounds. Now, thank you. Now, this guy right here, I don't know how much he weighs. I've got a skin tag bigger than him. It's got its own aorta. If he lost 85 pounds, they hook him up to the machine, call his family from Ohio. I lost 85 pounds. I had a couple people came up to me and said, "Is there something different? Did you get a hair? Is those new glasses?" And I said, "Well, I worked really hard and lost some weight, but thanks for noticing, Mom and Dad." It's tough being this big. So I thought I'd take up a sport. The logical sport for me was golf. You know why? 95% of the time, you're in a buggy. You're riding around 95% of the time. I love golf. Somebody said, "Well, why don't you walk?" And I'm like, "You're talking to someone who takes the riding mower to the mailbox." I'm not gonna walk. Stupid. I had a good friend of mine who weighs about as much as I did. We were golfing one time. We got a flat tire on the golf cart. We called the clubhouse, told the guy, "We got a flat tire. Can you come out and give us a new cart?" The guy comes out, this old redneck guy. He looks at me, he looks at my friend, he looks at the flat tire, and he says, "Boys, I don't believe y'all share a cart." And I'm like, "Seriously?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just kidding you." He said, "We got a guy from town who weighs about 550 pounds. He comes out all the time. Do you all know him?" I'm like, "He must not come to the meetings." Thank you all. Appreciate it.